Welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be giving you guys a full update on what we've spent so far. We'll be going through what cars we now own, and we'll also let you know what to expect and what is coming up in the next couple of weeks. So come and join me as I show you my new whiteboard. Right, welcome to the whiteboard, and on this board we have got a lot of information to get through, and I've had to actually extend over to this sort of board with some pins and paper in it, and on here we have got the jobs we've done with the recovery vehicle, including picking up our own cars from the British car auctions. We also go through the mileage, which is actually eye-watering. We go through the recent purchases from the BCA, and that doesn't include, in fact, the cost it's going to be to repair these cars. And we've got the trailer outgoings, or the trailer costs, should I say. This doesn't include the storage fee that we are paying at the moment. We did also try and buy another unit. I have to be honest with you, it didn't go to plan, but it was kind of nearly close to happening. But we do really want a unit with a ramp where we can record just for you guys, and hopefully that will happen in the not too distant future. But now I've seen these figures here, I'm not sure how soon that's going to happen. But look, let me flip this around and I'll go through with you guys exactly what's what. So these here are cars we've picked up from the British car auction. This here is are the jobs that we've done for customers, and as I say, this is all the other pricing. So let's go through this really quickly. The 5 Series estate was picked up from a customer, for a customer should I say, in the British car auction in Bristol, totaling 270 miles there and back. The Clio, the Civic Type R, the Golf and the normal Civic we bought from, so Clio's from Bridgewater, the Type R is from Bedford, the Golf is from Bridgehouse, and then we've got the Civic from Blackbush. Then we had a job dropping off a Focus estate to Manchester. A Tiguan was from Cuffley, brought to the garage for repair. It was beyond economical, it was basically mash up, so that went straight back. So we got a there and back job with the trailer on that one. We took an E-Class Merc to Basildon. We picked up a 3 Series, which was sold to a customer from another dealer, one of my friends. And basically it wasn't working so well, so we had to return it to him for him to get it fixed, for him then to give it back to the customer. All of this totaled, in the month of January, 1,674 miles.
Oh my God! Wow!
Now, I like to sort of put that into perspective for myself, and maybe for you guys. I could have driven to Marbella, yeah? Instead, I've been driving around with cars on the back of the van. We could have also done a trip from the UK to the Nürburgring, which would have been 834 miles there and back, and still been able to do 64.6 laps around the Nürburgring, which that track is apparently 12.994 miles per lap. So that could have been done. But instead I was up and down the M25 and M1, which was really delightful. We then go through to our car purchases. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because Lee, who owns Green Fox Garage and is my business partner with Green Fox Recovery, he's a little bit unpredictable. So all I can tell you is he ended up buying 4 cars within a week. Well, I don't know why he went so mad, but he did, and you know, I went with it. The only thing is, we've got a video that's going to come out regarding the British car auctions and the risks that are involved with buying cars from the car auctions. So, the Clio we paid, and I'll show you that Clio shortly after this, but the Clio we paid £1,112.96. This does include fees, by the way. Now that car, we got it back and it has got a really, really bad oil leak.
Oh no.
What?
Oh, filthy oil leak. Oh.
And there's probably a bit more to do with that. So that might be a write-off, but we're going to try and save it. The Civic, I drove it out of the British car auction, and I swear to God, I thought the front wheel was going to fall off. I rang Lee and he said, look, just get it back to the garage. I knew what I was doing. I knew it was cheap, but you know, so we paid £1,213 for that car. We also bought, and I've got to be honest with you guys, I love it. And I might actually revoke my conclusion in the Clio video about the Type R. Because albeit, yes, the Clio would be a lot quicker around the track, when I spent a bit more time with it, I found it was a little bit too boggy. It wasn't great in the lower rev ranges. Take it up to the top, yeah, great. But the Type R, I think, was actually better. And I look forward to that car. So Lee bought that for £6,217. But where he had one when he was younger and I had one as well, we've decided that we're going to fully restore that car and probably keep it. So up and coming videos will be the Clio and the Civic being fixed. There'll be, as I say, a video about the risks of buying from the British car auctions, because this Civic here, it has a damaged steering rack, and we've bought the part from eBay. It is out in the garage, and we're gonna try and fit it and fix it. And if we can't do that, it will be a written off car, so that'll be no good. So yeah, then we've got the Golf. Now the Golf is where you can get good things from the auction. We just sent that off to get the front bumper and rear bumper resprayed because it needed a bit of touching up. We paid £3,186 for that car. And I've got to be honest with you, it's actually a really nice car. So total of Lee's random week of buying cars, £11,728.96. But as I say, the Type R is probably going to keep it. Lee's garage he's owned this garage for years. This is not a new thing. So what can happen on this channel, I've got to be honest with you, is probably as unpredictable as you can ever imagine. If Lee gets something in his head, like I say, we could be in a unit tomorrow. Like I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I didn't even know this channel was going to be a thing. Then we got the trailer. The trailer I love it. Now, there have been a few comments about the trailer, and all I can tell you is it is fully functionable as a car transporter. We bought it because the back folds down. We didn't want to have to get out and faff around with the, you know, putting the ramps on, the side covers or the side things that come up. We got that because we wanted the branding on it. We thought it's more visible on the motorway, so I thought it'd be a bit more safer. And for us, it works fine. If it can take 3,500 kilograms of plant hire equipment, it can take 3,500 kilograms of car. So I'm not concerned about that, but you know, it works for us. Now, the trailer we paid £8,500 for, brand new. And we also uprated the winch on it because we wanted it to be able to pull up to 3.5 tons, and the winch that comes with them couldn't do that. Then the tow bar, which has to be fitted to the van, cost £558. So that means that in January alone, we travelled 1,674 miles. We bought 4 cars. And we also, we spent £20,000. And that doesn't include the money we spent on the Seat Ibiza, which also isn't included in this list. The Seat Ibiza is sort of his own vehicle for our Trading Up series. And I will go through a breakdown of how much we have spent on that car. I'll show you the Civic and the Clio, a little brief video on them. But as I say, that is to come. And I can't believe we spent that much money. The Seat Ibiza, I think, cost around about £1,500 to fix. We spent 200 quid on it to buy it. So that car alone is going to be hopefully sold for around about, how much? 2,500 to 2,600. Still trying to figure that one out because we haven't quite finished it yet. But that's what's going to be coming up. So in the next few videos, in fact, let me show you guys the Clio and the Civic. Come with me, let me just show you that. So let me show you the Civic that we've bought, and this one's future very much hangs in the balance because it actually has a steering rack problem. When I picked it up, it was sort of like pulling to the right, but it just didn't feel quite right. Now, as you know, I'm not a mechanic. However, when a car is not driving straight or in a straight line and wants to pull very much to the right and it's also making some mad sounds, that's when I rang Lee and was like, mate, we've got a problem. So up and coming is going to be a video of this car along with the Clio, which I'll show you in a minute. And basically, it's going to be about the risks of buying a car from the British car auctions. And obviously, we know what we're doing. So when I say we, I mean Lee knows what he's doing. But there is always a risk of buying cars that need a lot of work and they may be beyond economical repair. So that car genuinely could end up in the scrap heap, which isn't obviously ideal. But that's the risk you take. And again, we're going to do a proper full-on video with this car and the Clio and the Golf. The Golf isn't with us today. That's in the body shop because that just needed the bumpers doing. So that's being sprayed. But the Seat's back. And I'm not going to show you too much. Let's cover it up. Sorry, I can't bother to blur it out because this is a rough video. But here we can see the interior has come up perfect. We didn't show washing the car because that is probably quite boring, but this will be back on the channel very soon. And what I'm hoping with this one is that what we can do is just do the final prep work. We did actually replace the front headlight there. As you can see, it's immaculate. So I do actually need to polish this headlight to make sure it looks good. But what you will see is that car hopefully being sold, the profit we make, and then it will be a case of showing you guys what we're buying next. So we need to obviously source what we're buying next as well. And I'm really looking forward to that one, to be honest with you, because that is a journey of us going from obviously £200 scrap car, which as you know, we paid £200 for that, and trading up to the point where we can get our Land Rover Defender, which is just going to be absolutely epic because my van is really struggling. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The van is really, really struggling. So I'll now take you to see the Clio, and that one, let me tell you, has got big problems. Now that car park that we were filming in was just over there, and here we have my lovely van. Now I'll have to admit to you guys, this week was a bit of an experience for me because it turns out you can't drive your van through that particular multi-storey car park. Let me just show you exactly what I managed to do. I managed to scrape my entire roof, as you can see, including my air vent, and I've had to actually prop it up because it dented that bad. Let me just show you guys. Ah, look at that. So I don't know if you can see my little makeshift thing in here. Let me get the light here. Look, it's basically a bit of plastic I've had to wedge to keep the roof from caving in. But anyway, that is my top tip for this week. Don't drive a Ford Transit Custom into the multi-storey in Enfield. And I have to be honest with you, there was a little bit of well, it's created some trust issues because the car I followed in was that Range Rover, and that is basically Lee's car. And I thought that given that he's been here for many, many years, he would have known straight away you can't take a van of this size and height in that car park. I just assumed he would know that, which was foolish of me. But anyway, let me show you the Clio. Right across there. Right, welcome to the Clio. Now, this is car number 2 of 4, and this car has many, many problems. One of which is a severe oil leak. And in fact, when I say many, many problems, that's pretty much it. However, there's only a few of these on the market. The sporty version, 1.6, I believe. I like the silver mirrors. I think it looks pretty epic in blue. But we've basically bought a number of cars just to sell, make some money, and then hopefully keep buying and reinvesting into the car sales side of the business. As you can see, we do buy cars. And yeah, that's been happening for a long, long time. But now I'm involved. These sort of got me into getting these little cars, getting them hopefully fixed and sold. But this will be a part of that BCA video. So you've got a Civic, you've got this, and you've got a Golf that we bought. Now the Golf is in the body shop at the moment. All we've had to do really on that car is get the front bumper and rear bumper sprayed, and that'll be up for sale very, very soon. And we've also got that Civic Type R. Now the Civic Type R is a car that Lee and I absolutely love. We've got a massive soft spot for that car. So we're actually gonna keep it. And I think we're gonna do a full restoration on that. And yeah, basically go to town and getting that fixed. I'm sorry, I just have to do that. I don't know why. I like sliding around on a chair. I guess I'm an absolute child. But look, that is our update. I hope you've enjoyed it. It kind of gives you an insight into what we've spent, what we've got coming up. And like I said, I'm actually really looking forward to the Trading Up series with the Seat Ibiza. In that video, I really hope to sort of put the final touches of that car. So just the prepping, there's no point in me showing you me cleaning it. And hopefully in the same video, we'll have sold it and then got the next car to work on and hopefully make a profit on. And as in terms of monthly expenses, hopefully they're not going to go through the roof like they have in January. 20 grand has been spent in January. And as I say, that doesn't include quite everything in terms of storage for the trailer and the work or money spent on the Ibiza. But with Lee around, honestly, this channel could go in any direction. He's, as I say many times, he's had this business for years. He's been in the car game for years. There's a few things we've got maybe up our sleeve ready to show you guys, but we need to make it happen before we can commit to telling you what's going on. So what you've seen is exactly what's going on. I hope you've enjoyed the update, and please like, subscribe, share. If there's anything you want to discuss, any information you want to know, we want to be as transparent as possible. So leave a comment in the comment section down below. And yeah, please, as I say, subscribe if it's that side, or is it that side? Subscribe, watch the next video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.